Well, here we go. Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still tag teaming it with Ellen Bacca, who we've been up since what, around midnight?
Oh, yeah.
And here we are. We're rolling into that 11 o'clock hour on our Tuesday morning. We are continuing to track this storm as it's making its way towards the area. And Ellen, as much as we said it was going to be hard to figure out where things were going to be at certain times, for the most part, the storm's actually behaving the way that we were forecasting.
Yeah, for once. So we've seen that freezing line set up shop, and it looks like it's cutting right across Duplin County, Onslow County, and Carteret County. So north of that, we're seeing pretty definite snowflakes and actually some accumulations.
Yeah, and some pretty good thumping snows already. We picked up already an inch and close to 2 inches in some spots already this morning. Let's take a look and see what we're going to be expecting here. This is our time lapse coming out of Oriental, and you can see just how thick this action has been here with very low visibility, barely able to see over the Neuse River. Compare that to Greenville, or again, this is not our storm in Greenville today. Tomorrow is going to be a different story here for us. As we take a look, we are going to look at live Doppler, and you can see some of that heavier banding features here. Still continuing to see it, generally rough line, say from Kinston to Swan Quarter, northbound. Again, some radar returns showing up there in and around Greenville, but so far nothing actually getting to the ground. Not saying there couldn't be maybe some light snow there late this afternoon hours here, but the bulk of the action remains down in the area that Ellen has just circled here for us. We're going to continue to track this as we go on through the day today. Closer to the coast, more of an ice and rain mix. Further inland, that's where we're going to see some of those higher snowfall totals. Winter storm warning is in effect from now until 11 o'clock on Wednesday, and the areas not highlighted there, like Pitt County, Terrell, Washington, Ellen, we've got what?
We got Pitt County right there, we got Martin, we got Washington, Terrell, and something that I was going to mention is if you hadn't been joining us early on, the National Weather Service actually bumped up this winter weather advisory. So originally it wasn't supposed to be valid until 10 a.m. Now it went into effect at 7 a.m. and it's going to be lasting all the way through tomorrow at 11.
Yep, exactly, and it does look like we're going to see the entire winter potpourri. Again, generally I'm thinking 2 to 4, that rough area, Richlands, going to Kenansville, just north of Havelock into Craven County, extending over into Beaufort County, just south of Greenville into Ayden and Grifton, and extending back on into Kinston. Yeah, there could be a spot or two, maybe a 5-inch mark come in there, not completely out of the question. Coastal areas, though, it's going to be more of a fight with the ice, the sleet, the freezing rain, more so than snow accumulations there. And in the further northwestern areas, not until tomorrow do we start to get the snow accumulating here. So as we go on through this afternoon, again, nothing north and west of Greenville up into Williamston and Windsor. This is not our storm today. We'll get that tomorrow. Along the coast, we're still going to be mixing with some rainfall and sleet in there. Meanwhile, though, in between, it is going to be a battle back and forth. The ice, heavy snow, sleet, freezing rain at times. That will all taper off overnight tonight, and then through the day tomorrow as the second low pressure comes our way. We are going to be switching as a result of the warmer air starting to move into this situation here.
Kind of our silver lining, too, because unlike our last storms, where we had all that ice on the road for days, we have the rain, and rain accelerates melting. So even though it's going to be a big sloppy mess after Wednesday, at least it'll help with that melting for sure.
Yeah, that's the positive side. And in case you're wondering here, normally you use a 10-to-1 ratio of rain to snow. It's a good thing this all has not been snow. That would be almost, what, 20 inches of snow?
Yeah, we're pretty glad that this is rain at this point from Orchid City, Havelock.
Yeah, these are the liquid equivalent as far as the ice, sleet, freezing rain and all has been concerned. Winds remain out of the north-northeasterly direction, and that's helping to bring that cold air, but also that moisture in here. Now, here's what we were talking about, Ellen. The one area of low pressure that's moving by as we speak right now, high settling over Pennsylvania, that it vects the cold air down in here, but it also takes energy out of the system. So as a result, we've got that break overnight tonight.
Right. So overnight, you can see it pretty clearly as that first wave moves out. We've got cloud cover. That's it. All the rain gets pulled off the coast. But then comes round 2.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to be watching, the main batch developing here along the Gulf Coast states, heading our way as we head overnight tonight. It starts to move back in along the coastal sections tomorrow morning around sunrise. That's initially going to be as rain. Inland areas, maybe that's where we start to get some of that snow. Northern Duplin County, western Lenore County, Pitt, Martin, Bertie. This is when now we're going to start to see some of that action in here. But it's going to be a changeover, especially by noontime. I think the coastal sections are all rain, and then inland spots maybe still holding on to a little bit of that ice.
Right, and we are putting where we thought that the low would track. Still not quite definite that it's going to be tracking right on through kind of the Sound area. If it shifts a little bit, then the rain-snow line will shift tomorrow, but in general, it's looking pretty definite we'll get a lot of rain over the area.
And then this is what we're showing precip-wise for today, but tomorrow, again, it's that potential of ice, Lenore, southern Pitt County, but definitely snow further off to the north and the west, and rain closer to the coast.
Close to an inch of rain.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
good soaking rainfall. Again, it's a good thing this all is not coming as snow for us here. So future track planning out for us as we go on through the day today. We are going to be looking at the snow coming down heavy at times, Craven County, Duplin County, Jones County, Lenore County. Again, just kind of scraping southern areas of Pitt County and towards Greenville and even northern Beaufort County. Light accumulations, if that even there. The break starts to develop as we head past sunset tonight, as storm system, or low number 1, moves away. And then we get number 2 that'll start to develop here after sunrise tomorrow. So again, early morning risers, probably not a whole lot of action. Maybe a little bit of patchy, freezing drizzle possible.
The roads, they're still probably going to be pretty slick, but you can see not much falling out of the sky at that time.
And then here's where we start to develop by noontime tomorrow. Duplin County, maybe Jones, northwestern Craven, kind of holding in there with a little bit of that ice possibly. And then the warmer air accelerates in here. So by late afternoon, even Greenville has all changed over to a rain situation here, and then we'll watch for maybe a little backlash action on the back end of this as it goes on through into early Thursday morning, but not really expecting.
We don't even get sunshine Thursday.
Yeah.
More rain, even maybe a wraparound light snow flurry if we get enough cold air to wrap around. But it's pretty much not going to be till Friday that we start to see some real clearing.
And then at least then by the time we hit the weekend, we do finally start to clear things out. Take a look at future track here as far as accumulation totals of snow is concerned. Again, we're kind of in that band of 3 to 4 inch range generally. New Bern back through Kenansville, just north of Havelock over towards Washington. Again, would I be surprised if a little bit higher amount came in there, about 4.5, 5 inches? No, wouldn't completely surprise me, but I think the majority of us are going to be in that 2 to 4 inch range there. And then you'll notice as we go Thursday, that's when the western part of our state really gets into that heavier snow west of Raleigh going over towards Charlotte. So if you're planning on traveling westbound on Thursday, no problems here in the east, but out to the west, that's where the heavier snow is going to be. At least by the time we hit the weekend, we do get a chance for us to dry out before the next storm possibly comes our way next week.
That's exactly what everyone wanted to hear. Exactly what everyone wanted to hear.
All right, we're going to continue to keep you updated here as we go on through the next 24 hours or so. So keep it tuned right here. We'll keep you updated. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Snow.
And I'm meteorologist Ellen Bacca. Thanks for